Hi, and welcome to part 12 of Getting into Gear for the New Year. This is the final part of the series. It's been an exciting journey. Thank you for coming with me on this road, and I hope you had a wonderful Rosh Hashanah, an uplifting and elevating Rosh Hashanah. Now, it's the beginning of the new year, and this is when it really counts. We've got a Seres Tshuva working to Yom Kippur, so one final video to get you going on your way. B'ezras Hashem, we'll have another series throughout the year. If please, I ask you a special favor, send us some feedback, ideas. We're happy to have criticisms, and it's important to send it to the email on the link below. And but really like to receive feedback so we can know going forward what sort of things you're looking for, as well as some ideas, suggestions going forward, what would be helpful. Thank you so much for following us. And so today's shir is going to be about the gift of today. You know, we've had Rosh Hashanah, and hopefully you've started the journey of visualizing the ideal self, the new you. Now it's a journey, it's not gonna, you may not have it all at once, and it's okay. Our Seres Tshuva and Yom Kippur is a really a day of cleansing where we can really come out of that Yom Kippur, that ideal you. So don't worry if you haven't got it yet, it will take time, and Yom Kippur is a good aim to do that. But one of the things that stop us is fear. Often a person has fears, often many fears that we can have. You know, some people, ayin hara, won't come to become great. Or the biggest fear that actually I find is the fear of failure. We're afraid that we're gonna fail, we're not gonna succeed. But you know, that's all the Yetzer Hara. And this is spoken about by the hobbits and Rabbi Nachman of Breslov. And I wanna really share with you, you know, that it's only through failure that we're gonna succeed. You know, failure is really part of the process. It's part of the growth process. You know, Shlomo Melech says, Shiva Yipol HaTzadik V'kum, the Tzaddik falls 7 times and then he rises up. And this is the idea, you know, give you a mashal and the ECG monitor, the monitor a person's heart. You know, if a person's dead, chas v'shalom, what pattern does it make on the screen? One flat line. If a person's alive, what pattern comes up on the screen? Up and down, up and down. So if a person wants to know he's alive, then he knows he's got ups and he's got downs. That's part of the journey. You can only succeed if you fail, and that's in all areas, whether it's in business, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your spiritual life, whether it's in your relationships, your connection with Hashem. That's how it is. It's always times of korov and rochoik, ups and downs. That is the journey. But I want to give you something, an idea, a strategy that maybe can help, some of which I utilize. And this is something which Rabbi Nachman of Breslov talks about in the Likutei Moharan at 272. Hayoim quotes a posuk in Tehillim Sadi Hey 95. Hayoim bin bekoiloi tishmo. Today, if you listen to my voice, and he says this is a zeh kladl Godel b'avodas Hashem. This is a general principle of avodas Hashem. If you want to overcome fears, worries, as you know, Rabbi Nachman famously says, "V'ha'ika lo lefachi klal." Don't be afraid. And he says as follows: "Shelo yosam negedei kim oy sahayoim." Only put in front of your eyes this day, whether it's your pronosa. Don't worry about bit. Focus today. Of course, there's a long-term model on a daily basis. Focus on today. Focus about being successful today in your job, in your career, in your family, in your spiritual life. Don't think about another day. And he says here, this is the idea. Just focus on the today and this hour. And therefore, when a person wants to enter into avodas Hashem, you should know it appears like it's a massive task. How am I going to do this? Masa koved. It's a big load, a big burden. How am I going to do this? He said, but a person only focuses about today, then he sees it's not a burden to have, it's just today. And he shouldn't push everything off tomorrow. That's the Yetzer Hara saying, tomorrow I'll do it, tomorrow I'll start, tomorrow I'll daven with Kavanah. Says all these things a person should just like today. And if you think about what's the last thing we finished with on Rosh Hashanah, of Musaf, Hayoim Tamseinu. Today you'll be strengthened. Hayoim Tachim, today you're blessed. And Yom Kippur Musaf, the main avodah, Hayoim. Hayoim. And that's what we say in Shema as well. The hobbits says, V'hoyu hadavorim ha'ele asher nechim b'tzavacha Hayoim. Today, he says, a beautiful thing the Chofetz Chaim says in Avos Chesed, which is in the second part, chapter 11. He says here, he heard this from a Gaon Echad, from one Gaon, who said that a person should actually look as if he's only got 3 things to worry about. I've only got today, and I've only got the one mission. So if it's learning a Mishnah, that's the mission. I've got this one shir, I've got this big meeting, I've got this davening, I've got one thing from me. There's only today, there's only this mission, and I'm the only one who can do this. Ein hadava toile elabi is only dependent on me. Bishvili nivra olam, the world's dependent on me. And he says this is what hinted in Shema. For hayu hadvarim, all these things, our mission is Asher nechim b'savacha, which I command you, hayoim. One day at a time, just focus on today. Take this with you, that visualization of your ideal self. You're going to get there, but the way to get there isn't saying, wow, it's a massive task. I'm never going to get there, I'm going to fail. First of all, so what if you fail? That's it, that's part of the journey. But most importantly, just focus on today, on this hour, at this task. May Hashem bless you all. Thank you for following on this series. Wish you all happy and a healthy year. Have a good Yom Tov, a good davening and Yom Kippur, and a beautiful, wonderful Yom Simchasenu, Chag Sameach. Thank you, Kol Tov.